Right. In this video, I'll give you my thoughts about the developments that are happening in Saudi. Okay. And this is because some of you asked me questions about it, and then I got in touch with some of my friends and contacts and even clients who are working there. Okay. And feel free to correct me if you think I'm wrong, and if you have any other information that is legit, or you're working in Saudi, you can comment down below. Okay, so now if you actually check the media, or you check different news outlets, you'd see so many projects being announced in Saudi. The latest one being a kind of a Kaaba, like, Saudi has this in Mecca, Medina, they have this Kaaba where all the Muslims go round and round and they pray to Allah, or I don't know what is that place. Is it the resting place of Prophet Muhammad? Anyway, it's a very important place for Muslims. They literally, for many Muslims, it's their dream, it's their lifetime goal to go to this pilgrimage. And I didn't know it at that time, but it seems to be very expensive for many people, where some of them literally save money, for years and years, and some of them, for them it is a dream to go and go for a pilgrimage here. I'm not too sure what is the amount. So people go there, and that is a symbol of Islam, and that is why the photograph of this black cloth covered structure is so important. But now the thing that surprised me was Saudi announced a project that was sent via WhatsApp. I saw the video in my group, and one of the members in my group asked me, what do I think about this?
Introducing the new horizon for Riyadh, a new icon, the Mukaab, the world's first immersive experiential destination. A gateway to another world. Step inside and it's unlike anything you've ever seen, at a scale that's unprecedented, big enough to hold 20 Empire State Buildings, where you and those around you enter a new reality, transporting you to Mars one day and magical worlds the next, where your retail experience is completely reimagined, and hospitality, leisure, and entertainment reach new levels, all in breathtaking, ever-changing environments. This is the new face of Riyadh. Experience a new horizon.
It looked exactly like the Kaaba, okay? But now this is going to be a kind of a virtual reality setup. Means not externally, physically it's going to be a structure that looks like the Kaaba, shaped like that. There are going to be cities around it. And inside this structure is going to be like a residential commercial complex, whereby you can, one sec, too loud. So inside this structure is, it seems, out of what I got from that media, it's going to be like for video gamers, for technology enthusiasts. It's going to be like a chat GPT, virtual reality. Instead of having the headset, the walls will show you the answer. You can interact, have a Zoom, Skype session by just talking. Like you can use your fingers and type things virtually, like how you have this Alexa, or on your phone Siri, for iOS users. You can just ask a question and it'll give you the answer. What is the temperature? What is the time? Switch off the lights. Can you connect to somebody in United States? It will call, and then you can see the image being projected. And then it seems it's not only in the apartments that you'll have these facilities. Outside, when you're walking, they will give you some kind of technology headset, or you'll have a watch or something like that, where everything is interconnected. So it sounds very futuristic. It's more like, when in the 80s, we used to watch these cartoons from Hanna-Barbera. What is the name? Jetsons. It's like a very futuristic city. So it's not only a building, but it's a city. And how large is this? It seems 22 skyscrapers, 22 Empire State buildings can fit inside it. Okay. So now the question is, what do I think of all these developments and projects? In fact, this is not the only one. I had posted a video before that about the line, 75 kilometers long neon project. It's called the Line, where it's going to be a skyscraper, but 75 kilometers long, and 2 skyscrapers in between will be like a garden, and people don't have to go anywhere. Everything is within that city, food and technology. And if you see the videos, it looks like a Star Trek movie, where flying taxis and escalators and elevators and cars going like Steven Spielberg's movie Minority Report. Cars are going that way. Then that was announced. Then Saudi even announced a city that looks like a turtle. Okay, a city that looks like a turtle. A tota is a turtle. But this is a ship. This is a ship. The size of, it's like a hovercraft, which is actually floating in water. And on that ship are multi-purpose buildings, like, one of those cruise ships. But this one is going to be shaped like a turtle, where you'll have buildings, clusters, communities. In between is a big swimming pool. And okay, so what do I think of all this? My first reaction to this is through experience. See, if you are a normal person looking at it, you're like, wow, look at this is amazing, and this and that. But for someone like me who has had experience, who has watched the Middle East grow, who has interacted with Saudi contractors, consultants, expats, I can tell you all this is nothing but utter bullshit. Utter hype, utter nonsense, absolute utter bullshit. Okay? And I'll tell you why. Okay? You can prove me wrong, huh? Please feel free. Show me one project which Saudi bragged and communicated to the world, $1 billion city or $1 billion tower, which it has completed. The only country in the Middle East that successfully bragged and completed a project is Dubai. And specifically speaking, it is the Burj Khalifa, which was before Burj Dubai, but Sheikh Mohammed took more on his plate than he could handle. He changed the name to Burj Khalifa in honor of the then late ruler of Abu Dhabi, because he drove himself to bankruptcy. Okay, and Dubai is still paying the loans to Abu Dhabi for bailing them out. That's why from Burj Dubai, it is called Burj Khalifa. It was a major slap and statement that Abu Dhabi is still the capital of UAE. And Sheikh Mohammed was humbled because of that. And okay, to Sheikh Mohammed's credit, he built the Dubai Metro. I mean, in record time, in less than, I think, 10 years. unheard of, unheard of. Then he built the Palm Island, which is a disaster. They are just, managing cost to cost. He did build a couple of cities, but they are also struggling. Dubai district is struggling. Dubai Business Bay is there, but not up to the mark. Then all the other projects of Sheikh Mohammed, all are nothing but a flop. The logistic city, the international airport, though that is a massive sinkhole where money is just being dumped in. They wanted this airport to have, I remember they used to say 200 million passengers per day or per whatever. Nothing is happening. It's a dead end. I mean, it's so massive, but there's no passengers. There's nothing happening there. Logistic city, Falcon city, Arab city, chess city, sports city, so many cities. Fine. So Dubai was the only place, or UAE was the only country that managed to brag about having all these massive projects, but out of which only Burj Khalifa and the Palm, just one Palm. Rest everything is a disaster. Even the world, just Google search Dubai world. Qatar also tried to copy. Qatar failed. All other countries, Saudi tried, Saudi failed. Okay. Now Saudi tried to compete. Wait. Okay, Saudi tried to compete with the UAE in having the bragging rights for the tallest tower. Dubai did Burj Khalifa, and then Saudi announced we will do 1 mile long. Dubai said 1 kilometer long, Saudi said 1 mile long. Okay, fine. And Sheikh, what's his name? Mohammed bin Salman, he has enough money, power. Still he failed. And then Dubai tried to, again, wanted to show off and said, Emaar said we will build another tower. And then that Dubai project that was announced during COVID, really beautiful, majestic, in Dubai Pearl or something, I don't know what that was, Dubai Creek Tower. All of them are nothing but flops. They are trying to show off again, but they are failing. So when Dubai has the only track record of success, but now they are failing in every single attempt to launch every single city or property or mega project. Oh, by the way, Dubai Mall. Dubai Mall was another great achievement. Dubai Boulevard or Dubai, Burj Khalifa, that area. That is also a success. I just forgot to tell you that. So I don't see any other country doing. And the reason why they are failing, number one is to create such a structure takes a lot of money. And you constantly have to dump in money. Then second one is after building the project, you need to keep it alive. You can't have a tower with nobody staying there. Then you need to have people coming to stay there, people wanting to live there. You need to build a community, you need to build a city, you need to build a lifestyle. And people from around the world should, every year, should want to come and visit the place. Dubai, at least people come to visit. Now, who the hell wants to visit Saudi? I mean, how many of you have on your wish list, oh, I'm dying to go to Saudi. Dying to go to a country where for years and years, they had chopping, cutting hands, legs and your head. If you have any opinion about Islam, women have to take permission from the husbands. Who would want to go there? You have tattoos, you have inks, you have piercings, you can't enter. Their customer service for any Saudi establishment, horrible. And then they have, women have to be dressed up in black. The Saudi men, they are, moral policing, and yeah, they will keep making announcements. Yeah, now we are modernized and all. But boss, culture and religion and takes time to change. Even today you get fanatics of every religion who will try to do more harm than good. And where Islam is concerned, I don't think I even need to get down that rabbit hole, because they're very, I don't know, hardcore about their belief systems. So overall for me, these are all gimmicks. Okay, now on the flip side, I know what you'll say, but Loy, my friends have gone there. Loy, people are getting jobs. 100% true. I myself have not only offered my services, and I've got customers and clients and friends who are working in those projects. Actually working in those projects, huh? It's actually happening right now. They are working on those projects. But working on the projects versus working on the projects is one part. Successfully completing the projects is another part. Successfully, having people stay there and for the project to start is another part. And then for it to survive 10 years, 20 years is totally a different thing, man. How many projects have they started after 3 years, 5 years, abandon them? Just Google search how many projects in Dubai, projects in Saudi, which have been abandoned. In fact, Dubai itself has the world, those islands, how many, 10, 20 years since sand was put there, and still they are saying, yeah, we're going to relaunch. Dubai Pearl, multi-million-dollar project. They destroyed all the buildings after building it. Yeah, come on, man. Which world are you living? And then there are these idiots who just come to the Middle East, brand new, 1 year, 2 years, and they'll start lecturing me, hey, you're a loser, what do you know, Dubai or Saudi is blah blah, we are doing it. Do it, Baba, do it. I was 40 years there, my parents 55, my friends 3 generations. We have seen all this. It's like a kid of 7 years old is lecturing you, an adult. I have seen life. What life have you seen? So what would be my advice to the people who are going there, or the people who are living there, or who want to seek a job? If they are offering you a job with a very attractive salary, very attractive package, and there's nothing to lose, take it. But remember, the timeline would be 5 years where you can make money. After 5 years, maybe the project will shut down. Maybe they'll tell you it's not working out. So if you're looking for a 5-year run, grab the project, make your money. Just FYI, they offer salaried amounts, sometimes which are even 3 times higher. My client, whom we worked on for his profile, I think 6 months, what salary he was getting in UAE, he got offered 3 times the salary in Saudi. And he said, Loy, this is too good to be true. I said, try it out. First travel there, see, negotiate, see what happens. Man, he got a dream package and now he's working there. And the best part is, because there is no alcohol, there's no entertainment or all that stuff, all the money he's earning, he's saving. And he told me, Loy, it's tough. I feel very, I feel as if I'm in a jail. Just go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home. He's saying, but I'm looking at the long term. I'll work here for a couple of years and then go back home and retire. That's it, I'm done. So imagine you're saving your salary whole month, almost 90%. He has food and accommodation and all that. You save 90% of your salary, 3 months salary per month. Oh, it's a dream job, man. Work for 5 years, you've saved 15 years income. Then go back home and do something small. Why not? So overall, my verdict is Abu Dhabi is trying to remove its dependency from oil. Mohammed bin Salman is, yes, he is a visionary who wants to change the establishment from having a religious foundation. But I don't see this working out. And my reasons are very simple. Number one is, what you're stating has never been done. if United States cannot do something like this, if no country in the world can do something like this, you being so conservative and religiously minded and hardly anyone wants to come to your country, how are you going to make it, man? You need people, you need communities, you need support. It's not a one-man show. You need the world to be there to support you. Number one. Number two is, how many years Mohammed bin Salman will live? 10 years, 20 years, 30 years? And after that, who's going to take over the leadership? 30 years and you're dead, right? One man cannot change the history of an entire nation. And that also one man versus the entire faith of a religion. You think Mohammed bin Salman will redefine and reshape what Islam is all about? You think Mohammed bin Salman is going to change what conservative Muslims think? Like this, hyenas and jackals and all the other wild animals look at a lion who is the king of the herd or the pride, When he is young and strong, they will keep quiet and look at him with fear. But when he starts getting old, when he has injuries, then they'll slowly try to pick up the courage. And eventually all of them will gang up and get that lion killed. And then a new leader comes with a new vision. Mohammed bin Salman's before, the generation before, was religious more, open-minded less. And before that was totally close-minded. Now after Mohammed bin Salman, it's a big question. Will someone modern come? Will someone conservative come? Will someone who wants to please everyone, a diplomat? See, I'll give you a good example. Sheikh Mohammed was a visionary. His sons, nothing. Sheikh Mohammed was an amazing charismatic leader. His sons hardly appear in the limelight. Sheikh Mohammed was more like you say this term, alpha male. His son, who is always Hamdan, who's always on Twitter, Instagram, and like a pretty boy who does sports, who travels the world, very girly, chocolate boy looks. He shows his kids, he shows fishing, he shows hunting, he shows exercise, he shows running a marathon, riding a horse. What has that got to do with running a country? And his other son, who is hardcore into, I think his name is Hamdan or Mohammed or whatever, he's focused on the finance part, but he hates the limelight. So you see, the father is different, the sons are totally different. Show me one, I'm sure there are, one situation where the son was more dynamic than the father. The only example I can think of is Qatar. Tamimi is more dynamic, and that's why he had the World Cup, and now they're bidding for Olympics, and fine. But always remember, you and your child, you're always different. The child is a different human being. And we are living in a day and age where there's so much of confusion with the improvements in technology, OpenAI, ChatGPT. So I'm not saying that Saudi cannot modernize. I'm not saying that Saudi cannot change. I'm not saying that Saudi cannot execute projects. But you need to be realistic. Just wait, let me walk. See, you need to be realistic. If, for example, you have never accomplished one single mega project, you have never accomplished one, but now you're announcing you'll accomplish 20, you have never even done one, and now you're talking about completing 20. And that also, you do not have a track record. On top of that, you're not consistent. On top of that, you're announcing something that has never been done in the history of mankind. 75-kilometer long. Why no country in this world is saying, let's build a 75-kilometer long self-sustaining city? Why? Why nobody is announcing we will have a city shaped like a Kaaba with 22 Empire State buildings in it? Why nobody has announced, and why nobody is doing it, and why it is not possible? What are you talking? And last if not the least, remember, what happens if there's a disaster? What happens if terrorists get there? Man, to protect one building takes a fortune. To protect a city takes state-of-the-art technology, and Saudi cannot stop drones from bombing its oil refineries. What are you saying? They're going to protect these structures? And especially if they are populated with people, some terrorist group to make their name known, get free publicity of billions of dollars. They'll just do this thing, raise their flag and say, we did it. Finish. A new movement is born. New enemies are created. So for me, if you are an employee or you are someone who can get financial benefits, yes, that is worth it. As an investor, if you're looking to just flip things around, fine. If you're a Saudi national, it's your country, you don't have to worry. I guess you have some rights. But if you're an expat, just make money quickly and get the fuck out. Don't be there for too long. Otherwise, you're going to regret it. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. You let me know your thoughts. Do you think all these projects are realistic, or do you think they're just, total utter nonsense hype, and just to be in the headlines, one project after another, after another, after another. It's become a joke. Anyway, this is what I have to say. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And yeah, if you know anything better, please feel free to tell me I'm wrong and give me the right information so the others can benefit. Alright? Let's take care. It's me signing off.